Good morning. This is Father Stephen Kelly from St. John's Church in Detroit. We're continuing our series of daily morning meditations where we generally look at one or another of the lessons that are assigned for morning or evening prayer, what is known as the daily office lectionary. And yesterday we began with the beginning of the book Genesis, and we started talking about the creation, the way in which God has systematically created the earth, the universe, and of course, ultimately, the highest of that creation, which is coming in today's lesson. So we pick up today at chapter 1, verse 20. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth, in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters of the seas, and let the fowl multiply in the earth." And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and every cattle after their kind, and every thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. And God blessed them. And God said unto them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, and to every beast of the earth, and every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein is life, I have given every green herb for meat." And it was so. And God saw everything that he was made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work, which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. Okay, so two important takeaways here. We already talked about how God's creation was certainly systematic. And the scientists who have done a wonderful job of trying to explain with detail this systematic creation generally come up with the same sort of ordering, right? There's the heavens and the earth are created, and then they believe the fish, and then they become the birds, and then eventually all the rest of the creatures. So there is scientific backup for the outline of creation as given to us in the book Genesis. But the epitome of that creation, of course, is humanity, right? Human beings are the epitome of God's creation. Why? Because we are created in God's image, right? After the image of God, we've been created. We have a particular dignity because of that creation being in the image of God. And we are given dominion over the earth. Now, what always strikes me about this, of course, is that at each of the day, God says it was good. He looked and it was good. But when he finally creates mankind, right, he takes a deep breath. I imagine that's what it looks like. And not only does he say it was good, but he says it was very good. That's so important for us to remember, that God created us good. Now, we're going to find out, obviously, what's happened since then. And of course, that's sin. That sin enters the world and distorts our creation. So yes, God has created us good. We are distorted by original sin, right? But God can renew us and redeem us, and will do so through his Son, Jesus Christ. But as we were created to be, we were very good. And unfortunately, we are fallen. We are affected by original sin. But having come to that epoch of creation, that ultimate point as human beings, we then hear that God rested on the seventh day, and he blessed and hallowed what we call the Sabbath day, that we need, like God, to keep holy that Sabbath day, because he has sanctified it as a day of rest. It's a day for us to worship, to know him better, and to take that deep breath and to recharge, right? The idea of recreation, to be recreated. The seventh day helps us to do that, in which we reset priorities for the coming week ahead. And we do that through worship and the reception of the sacrament. That's what our worship is on Sunday morning. So it's important for us to know this. It's biblical. So today is Tuesday, 12:15 Holy Communion, 5 o'clock evening prayer. And I hope you will join us for worship. And may God bless you.